Hello everyone, a very good morning. Welcome to the CAIIB Foundation June 2025 series, and today we'll be covering the Unit 17E from Module C of our BRBL paper, the Central Registry. So, under the SURFACI Act, we have covered the various definitions, the regulation of securitization and reconstruction, and the enforcement of security interest. Today, we'll be talking about the Central Registry, which has been established by the SURFACI Act. So, under the SURFACI Act, there's a provision for the establishment of the Central Registry under the Section 20 of the Act. And as per this section, the central government may by notification set up or cause to be set up from such date as it may specify in such notification a registry which is to be known as the central registry, and the purpose will be the registration of the transaction of securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and the securitization of interest. So both under the SURFACI Act, the securitization and reconstruction, as well as the creation of security interest, these responsibilities are given to the central registry. Head office as decided by the central government, the territorial limits within which the office may exercise its functions, again decided by the central government, right? So basically, for the purpose of providing a central database in consultation with the state government or other authorities that is operating the registration system, for recording the rights over any property or creation or modification or satisfaction of the security interest, will be done with the system records of the central registry. All right. Now, the registry has become operational on March 31, 2011, to prevent the frauds in the loan cases involving multiple lending from the different banks on the same immovable property. Prior to the SURFACI amendment rules of 2016, the banks and the financial institutions were required to register all the types of mortgages with the SURSEC. Now we will see the post amendment rules 2016. The transactions and the charges which are required to be mandatorily registered are all the particulars of creation, modification, satisfaction of the security interest in respect of the equitable mortgage created, all the particulars of creation, modification, or satisfaction other than the mortgage by the deposit of title deed, that is the equitable mortgage. Then, in respect of hypothecation of plant and machinery, stock, book debts, whether existing or future. And finally, the security interest in the intangible assets, being know how, copyrights, trademarks, or any other asset of the similar nature. So all the creation, modification, and satisfaction of the security interest in these type of assets will have to be mandatorily registered by the banks and financial institution, right? So all the creditors, including the secured creditor, will file the particulars of the transactions with the central registry, right? Now, if we talk about the central registrar, again, central government has to appoint by notification a person as the central registrar for the purpose of registration. Also, the central government is empowered to appoint other such officers as it thinks fit for the purpose of discharging the various duties. The central government has brought the central registry under the superintendence of the central registrar. All right. Then, if we talk about the register of the securitization, reconstruction, and security interest transaction, so all the records related to the securitization, reconstruction of financial assets, and creation of the security interests shall be maintained by the central register. They will maintain the record that will be kept fully or partly on computer, floppies, or any other electronic form, and any entry made with the central registrar shall be a reference to such transaction. And the central registrar shall have the control and management of the central register, right? Then these we have already seen. The particulars of the securitization and reconstruction entered in the central register are open for inspection by any person during the office hours on the payment of fees. And same will be applicable if the data is kept in the electronic format. So inspection is also allowed. Then modification, again, we require a separate transaction with the central registry on the satisfaction of the security interest also. The asset reconstruction company or the secured asset shall give the intimation to the central registrar of the payment or satisfaction in full. Then, on receipt of intimation, the central registrar shall order that the memorandum of satisfaction shall be entered in the central register. If, let's say, the concerned borrower gives an intimation for not recording the payment or satisfaction, then the central registrar will give a notice to be sent to the ARC within a time period not exceeding 14 days as to why the satisfaction has not been recorded. And if no cause is shown, no reply is received from the ARC or the secured creditor, then the central registrar themselves will order that memorandum of satisfaction be entered. All right, so these are all the provisions, responsibilities, and duties of the central registry. And if you want to study all of these topics in detail, then join the CAIIB Super Elite plan, which is the all in one plan. You'll get live classes, mock tests, and the PDF notes that you can download for your quick revision. Everything under one plan. So, thank you so much for attending the session. Any feedback, doubt, or query, if you have, you can put them down in the comment section. And I will see you again in the next session with the next unit. You can also download the PDF from the description box. The link is provided. So, thank you so much and all the best.